Hey Wonder Women, it's Stephanie Welsh, your Mary Kay Sales Director. It is January 2017. Happy New Year. Hope you had a great Christmas season with your family and looking forward to what this new year has in store for you. And I just want you to know, yesterday is in the past. What happened in 2016, we are not looking back. I don't know if you have little kids, but when my son Jack, he's 14 now, but when he was little, one of his favorite movies was The Incredibles. And there was, which is about superheroes and a family of superheroes. And there's this one lady, her name is Edna Mole. And her job, she was the fashion designer. So she would create costumes for these superheroes. And Mr. Incredible went one day to get a new, uniform, like superhero costume. They didn't call it a costume. But he was referring back to, well, I want this suit with this, and I used to have one like this. And Edna Mole just said, "Don't look back, darling. It distracts from the now." So that's kind of my thought process is we're not looking back. We are looking forward because we know that God has some great things in store for our unit this year. In thinking that and processing that, I spent some time over the break just really pouring into my quiet time to see what God would have for us. I love this business that we get to operate with our faith first, our family second, and our career third. So in doing that, here's my quiet time journal. So I journal my little heart out in there. But I've got some scriptures that I was looking at. The first one is Ephesians 5:15 and 16. Be smart and use your time wisely. This is the Stephanie paraphrase too. So this is just, this is not exactly what it says. So if you're a stickler for that, you'll want to look it up and see what it says. And then I was really impressed when I was, looking through Job 38:3 and again in Job 40 verse 7. He says, dress for action. So I thought, you know what, that's something that I could work on this year as well, especially as working from home in my Mary Kay business. It's very easy for me to, get up and work in my jammy jams all day long and then, I got to go get the kids for school. I better get dressed. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do that this year. This year, I'm going to get up. I'm having my quiet time. I'm going to get my exercise on. And then I'm going to get showered and dressed for my day because you really do have a different mindset. So, and then Job 42, it just talks about the end there, the chapters 12 and 17, that the Lord blessed Job in the latter days more than the first. And if you've ever read that book in the Bible, it's a lot of, Job had a really hard season in his life and just a lot of loss and a lot of just bad stuff. So, maybe you felt like Job in 2016, and I just want to encourage you today that this next year is going to be the year that you redeem all of that. And that word redeeming came to my mind as well. Looking at Ephesians 5:16 talks about redeeming the time. And to me, that really just means making the best use of your time. So when your days are passing you by, has it been an excellent day? Did you work your Mary Kay weekly plan sheet? Did you work with power? Did you work with intention? And then when it comes to having a solid work ethic, 2 Thessalonians 3:10 says, the one who's unwilling to work should not eat. Like, that's hardcore. So I'm really encouraged by that because I am willing to work. So we're going to eat this year. And Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, work at it as for the Lord, not just for men. So, if you are like me and you're a stay-at-home mom and I work from home, when I'm, cooking dinner, I hate cooking. But when I'm cooking dinner, you know what? I'm not doing it for my family who's going to nitpick and everybody's going to complain. Nobody likes the same dinner. One person likes one and one person likes the other. But that doesn't matter to me. I'm going to do what I should do as a wife, as a mom, and I'm going to do it with a good attitude because I know if God were sitting at my table, He would like my food. So whatever your job is, if you work at Disney and you're greeting people all day long, if you work behind a desk and you're online or typing or researching all day long, whatever you do, do it the best with your ability. And when you have your Mary Kay time, when you are supposed to be having your power hour for booking, do it to the best of your ability because you are working not just for yourself, but as if you were doing that job directly for God Himself. So that's pretty powerful. And then Proverbs 12:14 says that by the work of their hands will bring their reward. So again, I think that ties into the one, are you willing to work? This year, we are all willing to work, and that is so exciting. Nehemiah, one of my favorite Bible studies. We did that a couple of years ago at the studio. But it talks about building a wall, and it talks about rebuilding the wall in Nehemiah 2:18. So this is a year of rebuilding. It's redemption. Ecclesiastes 9:10, whatever your hand finds to do it with all your heart. Matthew 25:23 is the parable of the talents. What are you doing with the talents that you have every day? Every single one of us has different talents that God has gifted us with that we apply to our daily life, apply in our family life, and we apply it to our business life. So what are you doing with the talents that God has given you to use in your Mary Kay business? And I know at the end of my days, I want nothing more than God to look at me and say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. And I think that applies to all areas of our life. Psalm 85:12 says, the Lord will indeed give you what is good, and your land will yield a good harvest. This is harvest time. We are claiming all these things for our business this year in 2017. 1 Peter 2:12. Live such good lives that people, even though somebody might accuse you of doing wrong, because if you're doing the right things, you're going to make somebody mad, right? But they will know who you are based on how you live your life. And I love that because I do try to operate with ethics and integrity, but I know there's people who don't like me and who, I don't know why, but don't tell me who they are because that just demotivates me. But, that's just life. So you can't worry about that. Galatians 6:9, do not become weary in well-doing, for we will reap at the proper time if we do not give up. So this is your year. The 17 scriptures here for 2017, this is your year to turn it around to make what you want for your business happen. So as we're doing that, I spent some time over the break talking with our national sales director, Sylvia Kalakak, and she said, Stephanie, what's your goal? What's your unit goal? And I said, well, is it the goal that you want me to hear? Like you want to hear from me? Which of course is Cadillac, and that beautiful pink trophy on wheels, that Cadillac, has eluded our unit for 7 years. And I'm thinking, which is interesting as I'm speaking that, because 7 is God's number, and it's 2001-7, so there might be some good stuff in there. We'll have to save that for later. But, she says, well, is the Cadillac your goal? Does it make you excited? Could you cry about how happy and excited you are? Well, no, because that does not motivate me. What motivates me and what taps into my heartstrings, what motivates me to get out of bed in the morning and work after my kids leave, where I could just go sit on the couch and watch movies all day, But what motivates me to work is knowing that what my business does for my family. So tapping into that passion and letting the passion of my business be the thing that drives it, not the desperation, not the goal. The goal is not what drives my business. It's not what drives my passion. So letting the passion of my family. So, I thought, okay, let's kind of step backwards. What is the thing that I'm passionate about right now? And right now, if I had to look from January to June 30th is the end of our seminar year. So if I had to think about what am I passionate about, what goal really would excite me in my Mary Kay business, I have to tap into my family because that's where my heartstrings are attached. So where's your heartstring attached? And that's what you tap into. What can your business do for you? I know that with my oldest daughter, she's 17. She's a senior. She's graduating at the end of this year. And it's also her 18th birthday. On May 18th is her 18th birthday. And I don't know where this came from, but I'm told it's the golden birthday. And she has been somehow informed of this and has told me that it's her golden birthday and she wants a golden birthday party. So we're thinking, golden birthday, graduation, senior trip, car, all the things that comes with that kind of that rite of passage, and knowing her history. And, everybody's got the different things that they do for their children. But she has struggled so much and has faced so many different adversities with her health and wellness that to see her through this milestone of graduation is really a huge milestone. And I know some kids have no problem and they walk out their high school experience and they're great, and they just truck right along and have all these accomplishments and things like that. And she struggled significantly. So we are wanting to celebrate her. And when I look at the different things I need to do or I want to do, in my mind it's a need for her. that price tag that comes along with that, I have budgeted $10,000 for that I need in May. All right. So that could be like, you could either say, forget it, we're just not doing it. Or you could really be stressed out trying to figure out how is this going to happen. So what I know to be true in this business is mathematical. I can look at that number and I can break down, what do I need to do to have a $10,000 profit over and above what I already have? Because my business has been consistent. I've had my business for 10 years. I know exactly what bills are paid. I know my tuition's paid. I know braces are paid. I know all the extras that my business already pays for. So this is going to be over and above that. So I know that I can look at break down my weekly list and see, okay, this is what I need to accomplish on a weekly basis to reach that goal in May. So I'm just my brain is that's golden, stay golden. So that is my daily mantra, stay golden, stay golden. So you might be seeing some of that in our themes throughout the upcoming months, stay golden. And if nothing else, that is a mindset for me to keep me on track. So you just might benefit because your prizes and stuff like that might be fun and golden. So I don't know, it's exciting with all the planning that goes into this. So anyways, back to realigning Cadillac, which is the Mary Kay Career Path goal, and my family, my heart, my why, stay golden. When I'm doing the activity that's going to bring this to fruition for my family, it's going to coincide with my Cadillac and with my career path goals and with getting to the next step. So I know that when I'm willing to do the work to do this for my family, that this is going to happen. And it's by doing the work. This business is statistical. When you do the activity, when you do the work, the results follow. So I just wanted to encourage you in that today and let you know, just give you a flavor of where our year is headed, where my brain's at. We are so healthy and happy and blessed here in the Wells House 2017. So we're excited about that. Headed to leadership soon. Having trouble getting my words out. A couple things that you would want to know, especially for year end. If you haven't yet, sit down with your computer and go through your inventory. Make sure you have a track of all the things you have as your year end ending inventory. Even if you only have 2 hand creams on hand, write that down, okay? The other thing is you're going to take a record of your odometer reading in your car. I always write that on the front page of my planner, so that way I have it when you go to do your taxes in February, March, April, whenever you do them, you can know that your odometer was XYZ because you wrote it down. I wrote mine down yesterday, and I always just have that habit of writing it down the front of your planner, so from year to year you know exactly where it's written. So I love all the good things that we have going on this year in our unit. I'm excited about raising reds, and I'm excited about stars. I'm excited about car drivers. I'm excited about directors. I am just so excited, and you all have just blessed my soul, and I am so thrilled to be leading Thursday nights at the studio. So thank you all for stepping up. Thank you all for tapping back into those dreams. And again, take my advice and take my lead. If the Mary Kay Career Path goal isn't something that moves you and makes you get up and make those booking calls with a smile on your face so people can hear the smile and the voice when you call them, then tap into your why, tap into the other area, and let the passion be the thing that drives you forward. I can't wait to hear from you. If there's anything I can do to help you reach your goals this month, I want to hear from you. You're amazing. Have a beautiful, blessed day. I look forward to working with you. Bye-bye.